Hi guys, my name's Lewis and this is my Leeds United save on Football Manager 17. The game I'm currently playing, I've played up to the 29th of December because I'm currently on the demo. I'll be getting the full version soon. The problem I found with the demo is you only got the English leagues, so it's hard to find players from abroad and find the hidden gems and the wonder kids that everyone talks about. But the good thing is it showed me that you don't really need to go on the internet and find wonder kids that everyone's told you about. There's a couple that I'm not gonna lie, I've seen and I've found and I've given them a go. One of them turned out to be alright, the other one not so much. I'll go through, first off I'll go through my transfers. Obviously I took over the team and everyone will know if they know anything about Leeds. The first players I got rid of were Rob Green and Ross Turnbull. Rob Green because I just think he's just a joke, just in real life. He's not, I'd say not what he used to be, but he is. He's just calamitous. He's cost us points already this season. And Ross Turnbull, he's not. I don't think he was as good as Peacock Farah, so I kept him. Luke Murphy's gone out on a season-long loan because his wages are just, I think, £10,000 for what would be a fringe player. Louis Coyle's gone out on a season-long loan, which I must admit I regret that one a little bit because he's actually blitzing the league for Millwall. Diego Ragara, or however you say it, he wanted to leave, so I got as much money for him as I could, the same as Dukara. I did want to keep Dukara, but there was no way that I could keep him. And then Jack Van, which is a bit of a surprise. He's only a young lad, 18. Newcastle came in for him. I did try and keep him, but I couldn't offer him any football. But when you look at a determination of 20, heading ability of 15, tackling 12, marking 12, positioning 12, work rate 14, at the age of 18, I do wish it a little bit. I tried a little bit harder to keep on to him, but I needed the money. I couldn't sell some of the others. Diego Poyet, this is one that everyone seems to be raving about, which he's only 21, and that's a lot of green. And there's a lot of up arrows there of him getting better and better. And I must admit, I have used him 8 times so far. He's got 1 assist, but he's playing in that position there, defensive midfielder, as a halfback. I signed Charles Nzogbe on a free, which he is 30, and I'm playing him more out on the wings, but he has come in quite useful. Played in 14 games, 3 goals, 2 assists. Bear in mind that my formation that I'm using doesn't actually, I don't score a lot of goals, but I don't concede very many at all. Matt Mills, this was the first player I paid actual money for. I signed him from Nottingham Forest for £1.4 million. He was at Notts Forest, isn't it? Notts Forest a season. Before that he was at Bolton, Leicester, Reading, Doncaster, Man City. Never knew that. But I brought him in as cover because I intend to sign Pontus and Bartley when we get promoted. I'm feeling positive. Now Joe Mattock, he was one that I brought in. He was a recommendation from a friend I know that's playing the game, because from what I've read, Charlie Taylor refuses to sign regardless if you go up or not, and then he signs for someone shit and then sits on the bench. Probably what will happen in real life, in all fairness. But Joe Mattock, he's played 4 games. He's got 1 assist. He's got an average rating of 7.13, so he's not doing too bad at all. He'll be a nice replacement for Charlie Taylor if I can't keep him. Bobby Zamora on a free. Anyone that's playing this game and is playing as Leeds or playing as anyone in the Championship, Bobby Zamora, you might think, he'll not be bad with finishing a 14 and all the other green stats. He's got a penalty taken 17. Do not sign him. He is shit. He played 3 games. He's got 1 goal, 3 assists. I'd like to point out them 3 assists were ridiculous. They shouldn't have even been assists. And he can't train for 2 days after every game. So if you have two games, a Sunday game, a Saturday game, and a Tuesday game, you can't play him in both. Now this one, Cookie or whatever you want to call him, potentially one of the best players at the club. He's 4 at the minute. His potential is 5, but that's a lot of green on there for a very young man at the age of 18 up front. I've got high hopes for Cookie. The only thing I'm worried about is I only have him on a loan. I don't have him on a permanent, so that'll be my job the minute I get the original game. And then right, we'll go to the squad. So as you can see, this is the squad. I'll put it in average rating. So far up to now, Ewan O'Kane has been the best player, followed by Calvin Phillips. Them two are usually my pairing with Ronaldo Vieira. Ronaldo Vieira's had an injury, so he hasn't played quite as many games as I'd like to. I wouldn't have took him out of the team, to be fair, because he has been a bit solid. Ross Bartley's injured, so I'm having to use Liam Cooper and Matt Mills as a cover. But as a team, I haven't really used Hayley Sacco and Pablo Hernandez. I don't like to use loan players. I know I'm using Kyle Bartley, Cookie and Pontus. However, they're playing well enough for me to want to sign them. However, Sacco and Hernandez, they're not really. Whenever the highlights come on, it seems to be one of them that gives the ball away. I'm not sure. Maybe the back half of the season they'll impress me enough to stay. A lot of people have been raving about this lad, Kemar Roof, which he is improving a lot. But for me, it's not. I'm playing him out on the wing, not as a striker. I'm playing him as an inside forward on the left wing, coming onto his right foot, which he's got full green on it, but he's just not really. I think he scored in the last game. We'll have a look at the games. I went friendlies, just completely blitzed him. QPR then drew the first game of the season. I must admit it was a bit of a ball bag. Diego Poyet got sent off really early. Not good for a new signing. Matt Mills played in that game. He was my man of the match. Oh no, he scored. And he was player of the match. Notts County changed the team around. Ronaldo Vieira got his first goal. Second league game, Birmingham beat him 2-0. But as you can see, look, I don't really concede many goals. Apart from against Nottingham Forest, where we got absolutely turned over. Majorly terror. Just a consolation goal, really. But we did lose 3 games in a row, and then we went on to a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 game unbeaten spell, and then lost 1-0 to Norwich. Which, if I remember rightly from that game, they scored, and then there was not one single of a highlight in the game. And then I had a lot of players coming back from injury, so we stuck a friendly in the middle of the international break, which is a bit random, a bit unorthodox, but we got some players that were coming back from injury, and it got them out playing. And then we went back after the international break and lost 2-0 to Newcastle, which, when you look at Newcastle's squad, it's not a bad thing. But we followed it up by absolutely smashing the shit out of Rotherham. Chris Wood got an hat-trick, Kemar Roof got his goal. That's the goal. I thought that was going to be a turning point, and then we lost 1-0 to Aston Villa. And as you can look by the player ratings, that's pretty poor. Pretty poor indeed. And there's this one. Went 3-1 up and then they scored near the end. Well, half an hour to go. Matt Mills getting another goal. Ewan O'Kane is actually bossing it for me. I did debate selling him in the summer, but look, Ewan O'Kane 2. Diego Poyet missed a penalty. He's got a high penalty taking, but he just can't seem to score. Chris Wood with another goal. Brentford, played Brentford. Antonsen, Kate. I played Antonsen, brought him on, he scored. Stuart Dallas got on the score sheet. He hasn't scored very many. And then I finished just before the demo ran out with a 1-1 against Preston. We went 1-0 up, and then old Leeds boy Paul Huntington scored.